Westchester County was really the epicenter of the COVID-19 pandemic. On March 10, 2020, Governor Cuomo created the New Rochelle Containment Zone, a 1 square mile area from which no one could depart to try to contain infection. What's really amazing about the Feeding Westchester team, we had 11,000 volunteers annually right here at our facility in Elmsford. As you can imagine, one of the first things we did once we realized that COVID-19 was upon us was we had to ask our volunteers not to come. It was a really challenging time. How would we get the work done? Food in, food out in this time of great need. We're so grateful to say that the National Guard joined us. They increased food distribution significantly, 40% in the first week alone. And they stayed with us until August. Because of their generous help, we were able to get our increased distributions to the people who needed it most throughout Westchester County. Hunger relief is really about neighbors helping neighbors. We have partnerships with food pantries, soup kitchens, and shelters throughout Westchester County. Alongside them, as well as 40 additional organizations who came to the forefront to ensure our neighbors had the food they need on their tables every day. We are proud to be able to say that we've been able to invest in their work. We've invested in technology, providing laptops to our partners, forklifts and pallet jacks, tents and lights for late afternoon winter distributions. Pre-COVID-19, Feeding Westchester's partners and programs saw about 150,000 neighbors in need visit to get food each month. Right now, we're stable at twice that. 300,000 men, women, children, seniors come to the Hunger Relief Network throughout Westchester County to get food. Many of those people have never had to turn for help before. So in addition to the questions that we've been answering here at Feeding Westchester for 33 years, where can I get help? How do I find food? When I get there, how will people treat me? One of the things that always touches me about the act of handing a bag of food to a neighbor in need is how grateful they are. For many of them, they don't have the safety net, the network of family and friends to care for them when they are in times of crisis that so many of us do. I remember in March 2020, we thought this situation would be temporary. For about the first 3 months of this crisis, we used terminology like 8 to 12 weeks. It's a year later, and we're still in the midst of this crisis. Certainly there are signs of hope on the horizon, and we take those very seriously, but we know this is going to be a long, slow recovery for our neighbors in need right here in Westchester County. Because of your generous support, Feeding Westchester remains where we have been for the past 33 years, at the forefront of hunger relief in Westchester County, in partnership with food pantries, soup kitchens, shelters, and other organizations. Together, we ensure that there is as much food as possible on as many tables as possible throughout our community. Together, we are Feeding Westchester.